I grew up in one of those households where you were given adult responsibility without the adult freedom. So I kind of always was ready for a life where I could finally get that freedom and, make my own decisions or be heard as a person. So I was always like, I expedited my teenage years. Let's talk about that. But with expediting my teenage years, I have now gotten to a point where I'm 21, and that's not like that crazy of an age, but I'm sitting here like this is the year I finally wanted to get to, the age I finally wanted to get to. And I'm not happy. Like, not in the sense I'm glad to have lived this long and continue to keep living, but I had such a very romanticized idea of what being 21 was. I think it was the idea that I would finally see myself and I would finally know who I am. See me censor myself? So dang. But I truly thought that I would be so I would be so ready for the responsibilities and be so comfortable in who I was. But that's so far from the truth. Like, I feel like I'm okay with the responsibilities and I understand the responsibilities. But feeling so small within your body is such an interesting experience because I feel like, finishing college and being like, this is it. Like, I finally know who I am. And then getting out in the real world and just being like, who am I? Like, and I understand that, yeah, this is what your life is to figure that out. But I feel such an overwhelming pressure I see like my peers who have gotten so far. I see people on Instagram, TikTok, who are accomplishing so much that I feel like I'm running so far behind. And I think that crippling weight of feeling so late to the party, despite it being a party everybody is at the same time, if that makes sense, it's something I wasn't expecting. And I think navigating through life without a clue in the world has been the scariest reality. By me even being in like a bigger city and then not having anyone else aside from like my roommates or the people at work, which I'm still trying to get to know, has been so like isolating, terrifying. The fear of failing, the fear of feeling so bad that it's like there's no coming back from it. I really hope my thoughts are stringing and possible, like, and sequential, because I'm off the dome. But I don't know, I think that's just been the scariest thing I've been dealing with. And then realizing that this is the point in my life where every decision, or not every, but most decision I make kind of, like those games where you choose your own adventure, solidify something in the future. I feel like I'm very aware of all those decisions. That being said, I've also felt the most insecure. Insecure in both physically, mentally. I feel like lately, with the amount of isolation that comes with moving to a new city, which a lot of people don't talk about, I really do want to delve into that topic at some point. But just even looking at myself right now, all I can see is, oh, this could be fixed, or dang, like so and so has this and so has that. And especially coming from Ohio to Chicago and then seeing so many more beautiful people and seeing how so many people are still able to at least present so positive in the world at a point where I don't feel like I can has been another weird feeling. I feel like I wrote something about it in my notes, and I have to find it. I'm gonna put a photo, but this is what it says. My 20s, my 20s, my 20s. I hate my 20s. And that was in July. And I'm going to say that again. I hate my 20s. I am not mad at the experience. I don't hate the experience of my 20s, but for this year being 21, I've been hating my 20s. I really want to get to a point where I can feel secure in myself, be financially okay, be physically okay. And I want to make those steps to feel better, to do better, to be better. I think I'm just a little lost on how to do that. I'm taking the steps that everyone's saying to take, like therapy, started therapy, first time, journaling, things of that nature. It hasn't stuck the way I would like it to, but I know I'm searching for a better health. I feel it. I feel like my decisions these days are very much like, let us feel better today. And that's what I feel like. I really want to get closer to people, and I really want to get to the point where I can genuinely connect with people. I feel like I have not been connecting with people well. I have been very surface level connecting with individuals that I've been talking to or meeting, and I don't like it. I want to be you guys' best friends. Like, I think about it, and I think the idea of community is so beautiful. The idea of connecting with people, being sad and being happy, confused, laughter, like shit like that is so fulfilling. And I think I'm missing that. I'm missing that sense of coming together on a random Tuesday at 6:40 p.m. and just sitting together, joking, telling each other about the days, rants, or sometimes just sitting in silence. I think being in college really gave me that. And despite not knowing what I was doing, having such a amazing community was so helpful. And I think that when you get older and when you are in your 20s, there's this idea of self and individuality and working, grinding, apartment, getting all those things alone. And we celebrate that as a society, and we need to stop, because it's ridiculous. Like, we are supposed to be living in close quarters with each other, bonding. That is, at least to me, what I feel like human nature is, human experience is, and we don't have that. Or at least you have that in college, and then outside of that, that's the only time it's looked upon, or it's not looked down upon, I should say. My lips are really dry, so I don't get how people talk all day, because it can be a lot. But yeah, I think that's all the points I should get across. I've got to go pick up someone in a bit. And I'm gonna fold those clothes. So next clip, it should be folded. As you can see, it's significantly better. I still have a little bit left, but yeah. I think those are all my thoughts I have for today. But yeah, surviving my 20s. See you next time, maybe. All right.